Welcome to Flavor Street. Join us as we explore unique flavors and street food recipes from around the world. Subscribe and enjoy the journey. Muffins, individual cakes, often with chocolate or fruit. Making muffins is a simple and versatile baking process. Below is a basic muffin recipe with ingredients and step-by-step preparation instructions. You can customize the recipe by adding fruits, nuts, chocolate chips, or other flavors. Basic muffin recipe. Ingredients: makes 12 muffins. Dry ingredients: 2 cups, 250 g, all-purpose flour. Half a cup, 100 g, granulated sugar. 1 tablespoon baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon salt. Wet ingredients: 1 cup, 240 milliliters milk. Half a cup, 120 milliliters, vegetable oil or melted butter. 2 large eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, optional. Optional add-ins: 1 cup blueberries, chocolate chips, nuts, or diced fruit. Preparation steps. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius. Line a muffin tin with paper liners or grease the cups lightly. Mix dry ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt until well combined. Mix wet ingredients. In a separate bowl, whisk together the milk, vegetable oil, or melted butter, eggs, and vanilla extract until smooth. Combine wet and dry ingredients. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Gently fold the mixture together using a spatula until just combined. Do not overmix, a few lumps are okay. If using add-ins, like blueberries or chocolate chips, gently fold them into the batter. Fill the muffin tin. Spoon the batter into the prepared muffin tin, filling each cup about 2/3 full. Bake. Bake in the preheated oven for 18 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center of a muffin comes out clean. Cool. Remove the muffins from the oven and let them cool in the tin for 5 minutes. Transfer the muffins to a wire rack to cool completely. Cookies, soft or crunchy biscuits, perfect for a snack. Making cookies is a fun and easy baking project. Below is a basic cookie recipe with ingredients and step-by-step preparation instructions. You can customize the recipe by adding chocolate chips, nuts, dried fruits, or other flavors. Basic cookie recipe. Ingredients: makes about 24 cookies. Dry ingredients: 2 1/4 cups, 280 g, all-purpose flour. 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon salt. Wet ingredients: 1 cup, 225 g, unsalted butter, softened. Half a cup, 100 g, granulated sugar. 1 cup, 200 g, brown sugar, packed. 2 large eggs. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Optional add-ins: 2 cups chocolate chips, nuts, or dried fruit. Preparation steps. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. Line baking sheets with parchment paper or silicone mats. Mix dry ingredients. In a medium bowl, whisk together the flour, baking soda, and salt. Set aside. Cream butter and sugars. In a large mixing bowl, beat the softened butter, granulated sugar, and brown sugar together until light and fluffy, about 2 to 3 minutes. Add eggs and vanilla. Beat in the eggs, one at a time, followed by the vanilla extract. Combine wet and dry ingredients. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, mixing until just combined. Fold in the chocolate chips or other add-ins. Scoop the dough. Use a spoon or cookie scoop to drop rounded tablespoons of dough onto the prepared baking sheets, spacing them about 2 inches apart. Bake. Bake in the preheated oven for 10 to 12 minutes, or until the edges are lightly golden. The centers may look slightly undercooked, but they will firm up as they cool. Cool. Let the cookies cool on the baking sheet for 5 minutes, then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Crêpes: thin pancakes filled with Nutella, sugar, or ham and cheese. Ingredients and step-by-step preparation for making classic crêpes. Ingredients, for about 12 to 15 crêpes. 250 g, 2 cups, of all-purpose flour. 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of milk, or plant-based milk for a vegan version. 3 large eggs. 2 tablespoons of sugar, optional, for sweet crêpes. 1 pinch of salt. 2 tablespoons of melted butter, plus extra for greasing the pan. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, optional, for sweet crêpes. Preparation. Prepare the batter. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour, sugar, if making sweet crêpes, and pinch of salt. Make a well in the center and crack the eggs into it. Start whisking the eggs, gradually incorporating the flour, and slowly pour in the milk to avoid lumps. Add the melted butter and vanilla extract, if making sweet crêpes. Mix until the batter is smooth and consistent. Cover the batter and let it rest for 30 minutes at room temperature. Cook the crêpes. Heat a non-stick skillet over medium heat and lightly grease it with butter or oil. Pour a small ladle of batter into the skillet and quickly tilt the pan to spread the batter evenly. Cook for about 1 to 2 minutes until the edges lift and the surface is lightly golden. Flip the crêpe using a spatula and cook the other side for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Repeat until all the batter is used, greasing the pan lightly between crêpes if needed. Serve. Serve the crêpes warm with your favorite toppings. For sweet crêpes, sugar, Nutella, jam, honey, fresh fruits, whipped cream, etc. For savory crêpes, cheese, ham, eggs, mushrooms, spinach, etc. Hot chocolate, a warm and comforting drink, perfect for cold days. Homemade hot chocolate. Ingredients, for 2 servings. 500 milliliters, 2 cups, of milk, or plant-based milk for a vegan option. 100 g, 3.5 ounces, of dark chocolate, or milk chocolate for a sweeter taste. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, unsweetened. 2 tablespoons of sugar, adjust to taste. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, optional. A pinch of salt. Whipped cream or marshmallows, optional, for topping. Preparation. Chop the chocolate into small pieces for easier melting. Heat the milk in a saucepan over medium heat until warm, do not boil. Add the cocoa powder, sugar, and a pinch of salt to the warm milk. Whisk until fully dissolved. Add the chopped chocolate and stir continuously until the chocolate is completely melted and the mixture is smooth. Add the vanilla extract, if using, and stir well. Pour the hot chocolate into mugs. Top with whipped cream, marshmallows, or a sprinkle of cocoa powder if desired. Burgers, hamburgers topped with cheese, vegetables, and sauces. Homemade burgers with juicy patties and all the fixings. Ingredients, for 4 burgers. For the patties. 500 g, 1 pound, ground beef, 80% lean, 20% fat for juiciness. 1 teaspoon salt. 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. 1 teaspoon garlic powder, optional. 1 teaspoon onion powder, optional. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, optional, for extra flavor. For the burgers. For burger buns, brioche, sesame, or your favorite type. For slices of cheese, cheddar, American, or your choice. Lettuce leaves. Tomato slices. Onion slices, raw or caramelized. Pickles. Ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise, to taste. Butter or oil, for toasting buns. Preparation. Make the patties. In a bowl, combine the ground beef, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and Worcestershire sauce, if using. Mix gently, don't overwork the meat. Divide the mixture into 4 equal portions and shape them into patties, slightly larger than the buns. They will shrink while cooking. Use your thumb to make a small indentation in the center of each patty to prevent it from puffing up during cooking. Cook the patties. Heat a grill, skillet, or frying pan over medium-high heat. Cook the patties for about 3 to 4 minutes per side for medium rare, or longer depending on your preferred doneness. During the last minute of cooking, add a slice of cheese on top of each patty and let it melt. Toast the buns. Slice the buns in half and lightly butter the cut sides. Toast them on the grill or in a pan until golden brown. Assemble the burgers. Spread ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise on the bottom bun. Add a lettuce leaf, followed by the cheeseburger patty. Top with tomato slices, onion slices, and pickles. Add the top bun and press gently to hold everything together. Sushi, sushi rolls with fresh fish, rice, and vegetables. Sushi, maki rolls, with classic ingredients. Ingredients, 4 rolls. For the sushi rice. 2 cups sushi rice, short grain Japanese rice. 2½ cups water. 1/4 cup rice vinegar. 2 tablespoons sugar. 1 teaspoon salt. For the fillings. For sheets of nori, seaweed. 1 avocado, sliced. 1 cucumber, julienne. 200 g, 7 ounces, fresh sushi grade salmon or tuna, sliced or substitute with cooked shrimp, crab, or tofu. Optional, pickled radish, cream cheese, or tempura flakes. For serving. Soy sauce. Wasabi. Pickled ginger. Preparation. Prepare the sushi rice. Rinse the sushi rice under cold water until the water runs clear. Cook the rice in a rice cooker or pot with 2½ cups water until tender. In a small saucepan, heat rice vinegar, sugar, and salt until dissolved. Let it cool. Transfer the cooked rice to a large bowl and gently fold in the vinegar mixture. Let the rice cool to room temperature. Prepare the fillings. Slice the avocado, cucumber, and fish into thin strips. Prepare any additional fillings you'd like to use. Assemble the sushi rolls. Place a bamboo sushi mat on a clean surface and cover it with plastic wrap. Lay a sheet of nori, shiny side down, on the mat. Wet your hands and spread a thin, even layer of sushi rice over the nori, leaving a 2 cm, 1 inch border at the top. Add your fillings, e.g., avocado, cucumber, and fish, in a line across the center of the rice. Roll the sushi tightly using the bamboo mat, starting from the bottom edge. Seal the roll by moistening the nori border with water. Repeat with the remaining nori sheets and fillings. Slice and serve. Use a sharp knife to cut each roll into 6 to 8 pieces. Wet the knife between cuts to prevent sticking. Arrange the sushi on a plate and serve with soy sauce, wasabi, and pickled ginger. Gelato, creamy Italian ice cream, available in many flavors. Gelato, the rich and creamy Italian frozen dessert. Ingredients, for about 1 liter/4 cups. Basic gelato base. 500 milliliters, 2 cups whole milk. 250 milliliters, 1 cup heavy cream. 150 g, 3/4 cup, granulated sugar. 4 large egg yolks. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract or the seeds of 1 vanilla bean. Optional flavorings. Chocolate, add 100 g, 3.5 ounces, melted dark chocolate. Strawberry, blend 200 g, 7 ounces, fresh strawberries into a puree. Pistachio, use 100 g, 3.5 ounces, finely ground pistachios. Coffee, add 2 tablespoons instant espresso powder. Lemon or orange zest, infuse the milk with citrus zest for a fresh flavor. Preparation. Prepare the custard base. In a saucepan, heat the milk and cream over medium heat until warm, do not boil. In a separate bowl, whisk the egg yolks and sugar until pale and creamy. Slowly pour the warm milk mixture into the egg mixture, whisking constantly to avoid curdling. Return the mixture to the saucepan and cook over low heat, stirring constantly, until it thickens enough to coat the back of a spoon, about 75 degrees Celsius per 167 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not let it boil. Remove from heat and stir in the vanilla extract or other flavorings. Strain the custard through a fine sieve into a clean bowl and let it cool to room temperature. Cover and refrigerate for at least 4 hours or overnight. Churn the gelato. Pour the chilled custard into an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until thick and creamy, about 20 to 30 minutes. If you don't have an ice cream maker, pour the custard into a shallow dish and freeze. Stir vigorously every 30 minutes for 2 to 3 hours to break up ice crystals. Freeze and serve. Transfer the churned gelato to an airtight container and freeze for 2 to 3 hours to firm up. Let the gelato sit at room temperature for 5 to 10 minutes before serving to soften slightly. Donuts topped with glaze or sugar. Donuts that are soft, fluffy, and delicious. Ingredients, for about 12 donuts. For the dough: 500 g, 4 cups, all-purpose flour. 60 g, a quarter cup, granulated sugar. 7 g, 1 packet, active dry yeast. 120 milliliters, half a cup, warm milk, about 40 degrees Celsius per 105 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 large eggs. 60 g, a quarter cup, unsalted butter, melted. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. For frying: vegetable oil, for deep frying. For toppings: powdered sugar, for dusting. Cinnamon sugar: mix half a cup sugar plus 1 tablespoon cinnamon. Glaze: mix 1 cup powdered sugar plus 2 to 3 tablespoons milk. Chocolate glaze: melt 100 g chocolate plus 2 tablespoons cream. Preparation. Step 1. Make the dough. In a small bowl, dissolve the yeast in the warm milk and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until frothy. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour, sugar, and salt. Add the yeast mixture, eggs, melted butter, and vanilla extract to the dry ingredients. Mix until a dough forms. Knead the dough on a floured surface for 8 to 10 minutes until smooth and elastic. Alternatively, use a stand mixer with a dough hook. Place the dough in a greased bowl, cover with a clean towel, and let it rise in a warm place for 1 to 2 hours or until doubled in size. Shape the donuts. Punch down the risen dough and roll it out on a floured surface to about 1 centimeter, half an inch, thickness. Use a donut cutter or 2 round cutters, 1 large, 1 small, to cut out donut shapes. Save the donut holes for frying too. Place the cut donuts on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, cover with a towel, and let them rise for another 30 minutes. Fry the donuts. Heat vegetable oil in a deep pot or fryer to 175 degrees Celsius 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Carefully place the donuts in the hot oil, frying 2 to 3 at a time to avoid overcrowding. Fry for 1 to 2 minutes per side until golden brown. Use a slotted spoon to flip and remove them. Drain the fried donuts on a wire rack or paper towels. Add toppings. While the donuts are still warm, roll them in cinnamon sugar or dust with powdered sugar. For glazed donuts, dip them in the vanilla glaze or chocolate glaze and let them set on a wire rack.